I have some really good news. I have Nero, who is right here, living with the rest of the boys. Today is day 3. This isn't the cage that they started out in, and they don't have the full cage. I have it blocked off halfway through so they don't have that top part. But they do have half of the cage. And of course they started in a very small space where they were forced to get to know each other. But before I put them in that very small space, I first introduced them in neutral territory. I put my 6 boys in one area, and then I brought Nero over and put him in with the 6 boys, and I monitored the situation to make sure nothing got out of hand, and for the most part everything was okay. There were only a few scuffles with Wilbur, this one here, and Nero, who's right there. And they weren't even bad scuffles. It was just Wilbur pinning down Nero, and Nero didn't like it, so then Nero would puff up and sort of fight back, not attack, but he didn't like being pinned down, and that was it. Everybody else was okay with him. He was okay with everybody else. Even now, Wilbur and Nero still have those tussles. I don't know if Wilbur is the alpha rat or if he's just trying to be alpha rat. But I do find Nero sleeping with the other boys, or the other boys sleeping with him. I also find him by himself a lot, so I don't think he's fully, he's not buddy with everyone yet, I think, but I also find Oswald sleeping by himself a lot because Oswald prefers to. Fed them some vegetables and strawberries, so they're chowing down. It's the only time you can find all 7 of them together at once. Also, let me see if I can do it. Oh. You can see that I can pet Nero. And he's okay with it. Nero. And this main transformation, so previously I could pet him while I was feeding him meat baby food, and then once that was done, once he finished it, I couldn't pet him anymore. But now, since he's been with the other 6 boys, basically within 24 hours, he was okay with me petting him, for the most part. And I think that just goes to show how much rats need other rats, because without him being with the other rats, there's no way he would have progressed as fast as he did with letting me touch him like that. Because I had been trying for weeks, several weeks, maybe even a month. I don't think quite a month though, to be able to pet him and him be okay with it. And the furthest I got was being able to pet him while I was feeding him. But now I can pet him without feeding him, and that's all thanks to the other boys. There's Mocha. All thanks to the other boys, and I'm sure it's because he gets that constant touching or frequent touching from the other boys, whether it be from them grooming him or laying on top of him or Wilbur trying to pin him down. But he feels it way more often than what I was able to do for him. So that really goes to show the importance of a rat being with other rats. You can see their cage. It kind of has a lot of stuff in it, but at the same time it doesn't have a lot of stuff in it. There's a lot of empty space. Anyone that's not familiar with rat introductions wouldn't really know why. But when you're still introducing rats, you don't want there to be too much stuff in case someone tries to fight over something, or if it triggers their brain to be territorial or something like that. Nero's going to try to escape. But you also don't want any place that they can like hide and be trapped, basically. So you don't want any enclosed areas. You don't want any huts. You want everything to be as open as possible, so there is nothing in here that anyone can hide or get trapped in. Okay, now that they've had their fill of num-nums, they're trying to escape. So I have just a bunch of ropes and a bunch of lava ledges and that upside down locker shelf and this lizard lounger. So nobody can get trapped, which could cause a fight if someone gets trapped. Nero. Also, from what I've been able to tell so far, is Nero's a huge baby. I just got nozzled on my lap. Nero's a huge baby. He squeaks a whole bunch anytime someone's, well, mostly when Wilbur's trying to pin him down. He just has squeaks of protest. It's really cute. I think he also squeaks when someone's trying to groom him. The other rats, I've noticed, will steal food away from him a lot. And he'll squeak when that happens. He squeaks a whole bunch. And it's pretty comical to me. Well, I'm going to wrap up this video because everyone wants to escape. But you can see how much Nero has progressed. He wants to play, I think. They all want to play. They're all tired of being cooped up. But you can see how much he's progressed. That I can keep pushing him away and it doesn't scare him, it doesn't deter him. I can pick him up. I have an Oswald on my lap again. Alright guys, I just wanted to share the good news with you, and you will see Nero in a next cage tour. Not really sure when that cage tour will happen, but you will see him on the next one. I'll see you guys later.